Told you I'd be back in front of the statue. I wasn't lying. So, anyways, we're back for some more Let's Play Platinum. In the last part, we explored these two lakes. One of them holds some guy named Saturn, and the other some girl named Mars. And they like lost to us, but it was already too late because they took some magical legendary Pokemon that are beings of stuff. And at this point, we're going to be having some strength shenanigans. So I was actually lying. We're actually going to do something else that we need strength for. I forgot that. Remember that place in Orber Gate that we need a strength for? I'm gonna do that. I don't remember what's in there. We're just gonna do that now because I just know that if I don't do it now, I'm going to forget. I'm gonna go teach strength to Beat Barrel, which I'm pretty sure I left in my party from the last part. And if not, I'm going to be very angry because I'm not even gonna check. I'm just gonna go straight into strength and trust myself. But I can't rearrange the TMs because they're TMs and they're in order. Game Freak, why the hell did you get rid of Roost and Stealth Rocks and so many other good things? I will never understand you. And they didn't get rid of Rasticannon, which they should have. So, yeah, lots of Pokemon can learn Strength. By the way, why is Speed Belt right over there? Yeah, I took out Houndoom because Houndoom's probably going to be the most... I can't get rid of an HM, obviously. Stupid thing. Headbutt. Yeah, Strength is actually a decent HM. I don't think I've actually mentioned it. Like I said, there's only two really good HMs, and those are the water ones, Surf and Waterfall, which we'll get later in the game. Surf's probably the best water move you can get, and Waterfall is the best physical water move you can get, except for maybe Aqua Tail, but I'll go over that when I can. And whoops, I did not mean to go inside of here. I'm stupid. But yeah, Strength is okay. It's 80 base power, normal physical. I mean, Return is still 100% inferior to it, but you know, if you're not confident in Happiness, it's still an okay move. It's just not that recommended. I guess if you don't like having HM slaves around, but I do because I love HM slaves because they're the best. If you don't like having HM slaves, it's not a terrible move. Like Cut is a terrible move, but you know, Strength you can deal with Strength. So, dude, where am I going? God, what is with that? I was at the right area and like sucked. Anyways, I'll see you guys where that boulder was. All right, here we are. So let's just use Strength. Strength, like I said, allows you to move these certain kind of boulders along. Oh, manly, look at that bush, so manly. So we have an earth plate here. Ooh, another plate. That's neat. And the text says, the rightful bearer of the plate draws from the plate it holds. Interesting. So the rightful bearer of the plates can use the power of the plates for things. What Pokemon are they talking about? I don't know, because why would I know that? So another item over here, which is TM01 Focus Punch. It is not that great in game. I mean, basically how the move works. You charge it up at the very beginning of the turn, like it's perfect priority. And if you can avoid taking damage for that turn, if no one hits you, like if they use a non-attacking move or they just don't want to hit you for that turn, you'll get to fire off a 150 base power physical fighting type move. It's great on if you have stab. It's okay if you're not stabbed. I mean, it's not that great in game, like I said, because most things just want to attack you anyways. But you know, it's okay. I mean, some Pokemon can learn it for coverage, but it's not that recommended in general for in-game, because like I said, no one really wants to like set up and no one wants to switch either. So I'll see you guys out of this place because don't want to show breaking rocks. Okay, back here. I mean, not really back here. You haven't been here in forever. But now on to 11. We can now head to Mount Coronet and progress because we have strength now. So, woohoo, remember this place that they teased us about? We can now go here and do stuff. I didn't do this as soon as we got strength because we have to come back here anyways. And the only thing to show here is that Galactic Grunt will be in your way talking about crap that I don't care about. So, using some strength up into Sizzy for Shizzy, it's just gonna move some boulders like we already showed. And I think my camera's starting to drop some frames, which is annoying, because it's gonna be annoying to resync up. Anyways, TM69, lol 69, more 69 jokes, haha, to rock polish, it's a move they can teach the rock type Pokemon to boost their speed a lot. So actually kind of useful for rock types since they're generally kind of slow and would love to have the speed, so it's actually not a bad move to teach to a lot of Pokemon that really have decent move coverage. So that's an okay TM to teach the stuff. Not the best, since boosting speed isn't the best in game, but you know, it still does stuff. It's not the best since you don't have plus natures, you don't have EVs and stuff, so it's not gonna benefit as much as it could. Any huge stop piece here that I could have gotten from like day one, but never bothered to because I was stupid. So we're just gonna put this boulder up and not talk while it's being moved because you know to be silent when moving boulders. And again, my camera could not handle these dark places very well at all. I can almost see you can see some little pink thing. What is that? Why did I break that boulder? I can't see anything. God, I suck at this. Why do they... I already complained about this. Why are they so zealous with these boulders? Like, this isn't fun. Anyways, rare candy here, so I guess it's somewhat worth it. You know, free level is nice, usually better later on in the game. Don't use them now, so stuff, and I moved that by without even trying. I'm NCS and I just burped. I can't see where I'm going, so here's where we're supposed to be going. Now we can head downwards into deeper inside of Mount Coronet. So now it's all foggy, so we need defog. Screw defog. Defog's for wimps. Seriously, I don't have defog on me, so I'm just going to ignore the fog and pretend like it's not here, because that's what I do. Because I want to bring my entire team and not no flying wingle. I don't even think my flying wingle knows defog. I'm going to go all the way over here, and the repellent effect's going to wear off at the last second, and I'm going to perhaps put it on again. So just headed around here. We have to traverse up into cold darkness space stuff in space. So let's just keep going. So no more thing over here. Head up over here, we have another cave, which looks kind of familiar, that's because it is. It is another cave that would have a Reggie in it. This one would hold Reggie Rock. Actually, Reggie Ice, because that's a never melt ice, so it's Reggie Ice. I'm stupid, because it doesn't seem like... Why would there be a Reggie Ice place? This place isn't called... Oh my freaking god, it is a Winter Wonderland. We are now in Route 216, the northern areas of Sinnoh, which is what makes Sinnoh so legendary. It is the cold places. And I love this route theme, by the way. Love this theme so much. It starts out nice and slow. And then it has a little bit of extra to it. And then it goes one more with the full on theme. Love this theme. Do 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 do. So funky. And picking up a lot of items up here, so stuff like this. I love. I'm not really the biggest fan of snow levels for the most part, but I love what they did with this place. Anyways, there's grass here, and it's cold. So I wonder what types of Pokemon you can find here. Let's just use this trainer as a transition to some new Pokemon. Snow, Ice-type Pokemon? I never would have guessed. First up, we have the Ice Dark-type Sneasel. Dark Ice doesn't really make a difference. Sneasel is a great physical attacker, great attack, and amazing speed. This thing will be dealing out tons of damage. One of the best physical attackers you can get in this game. We outspeeding a ton, has great attack, even gets priority Ice Shard, which is decent if it really needs to outspeed something, which will be unlikely. Has a great move pool. It does lack the Ice Punch by level up, which really sucks, so you really don't have a really good physical Ice stab, but it does have those dark moves that it still can hit really hard with. So we're looking for an Ice type that's a physical attacker. Sneasel is a great Pokemon. You can't really go wrong with this one. Doesn't have the greatest TM move pool either, but it's still a great Pokemon overall. So we have a kind of special Pokemon, Snover. Snover again is available in all 3 games. Snover is a grass ice type, which can be very good and bad. Grass ice, it gets a pretty interesting typing. I think it's unique to this Pokemon, but grass ice gives it like a ton of weaknesses. This thing is weak to a lot of things. It does have really good stats though, as an Abomasnow. But it doesn't have the great. It has a really good move pool though. It learns Wood Hammer. It gets Blizzard, especially which I should note is this thing has the ability Snow Warning, meaning this thing always will summon Hail, similar to Hippopotas we found earlier in the game. This thing will automatically summon Weather permanently for the entire match. So keep that in mind. It does mean it can use Blizzard all the time and have it be perfect accurate, but it does mean it can hurt your other members of your team, since you probably won't be running a mono ice team. But it's still a great Pokemon, has great attacks, it's really slow, but it can take hits very nicely, and it does have great natural bulk as well, so despite its terrible typing, it's still a decent Pokemon. So if you're looking for a Ice type and you really like Hail, Snover can be your man. Next up we have Snorunt, the little cutie with a branched evolution. So if you want Snorunt to level up normally, if you just let it level up, it'll evolve into a Glalie. Glalie is not a very recommended Pokemon. I mean, just look at Snorunt and Glalie. It's just like, the stats are just so boring. 50s across the board to like 80s across the board. It's just really, really boring. And at the end of the day, I mean, it's just decent at everything. Actually, 80 isn't even that great, so it's just not gonna really shine at anything. And its move pool, the move pool of Glalie, really isn't that to write home about. So it isn't really recommended for a Glalie. But if you're looking for a better Pokemon, I would highly recommend you go for Frostlass. If it's a female and you give it a Dawnstone, which I'm not sure if we've retained yet in the Let's Play, but if we can, Definitely go for Frostlass. Frostlass is a very fast Pokemon. It is more offensive. It can take hits very well because it is a lot less defensive than its counterpart. But in exchange for that, it also has great typing, as this one's Ice Ghost type, meaning it can take some hits decently. And I mean, it has better typing, I should say. It's one of the only ice types that are immune to fighting, which is pretty key. So, Frostlass is a highly recommended Pokemon if you're looking at that as well. It's also one of the few ice types that can learn Thunderbolt by TM. That's a great level up move pool. So, Frostlass is definitely more recommended than Glalie, but neither of them are that great ice types. Anyways, here, so it's all snowy and stuff, and here's an indication of yet another HM that we can't get yet, which is really lame because using Rock Climber gets you a really awesome TM. More awesome music and these skier guys here, which are kind of cool. And here's a rest stop house, I believe, if I remember correctly. I haven't done this place in a while. I love this part too. God, I love this theme so much. He's talking about Thick Fat, how it protects you from ice and fire moves. I don't know why. There's a random person that explains the shut up! I already talked to you once. The mechanics of random abilities like that. So he lets you sleep here in his home randomly, which is weird because I think he was just watching me sleep like a creeper. Because when you're out in a club and you see a fly girl, do the creep. What we got new man? Okay, I guess I stopped singing random Lonely Island songs. Let's put Maniton to the front. Also, should mention, actually, I should do this in a battle because it'll be better. Because that's just battle you and actually, I'll just keep going up. So this isn't so bad, right? You know, it's like a little snowy, and then you come up here to Route 217, and this is a Pokemon that I actually forgot was here. Here is Swinub. Swinub's a great ice ground type Pokemon. Has tons of HP, meaning, and with decent defenses, it can take hits very nicely. But that Mammoth attack is really what draws your eye. That Mammoth attack, this thing will deal tons of damage to pretty much anything. Especially because this thing does get, it is ice ground type, so it does get that stab earthquake. So it does tons of damage with that earthquake. It also gets Ice Shard just like Weavile, so it can use that priority to a lot better extent because it is a lot slower and may want to go first at certain times. Just like Weavile, it does lack a really good ice stab. It does get Ice Fang, but that really doesn't cut it. But it's really not much Mamoswine gets in the physical ice category anyways, other than Ice Shard. But either way, Mamoswine, Swinub, great Pokemon. You get to its final evolution by leveling up when it learns Ancient Power. You do that by giving it a Heart Scale when it's at its Polyswine stage, and then just level it up from there. So that's how you do that. It also gets Stab Earthquake, which is amazing because again, that Ice Ground is a blessing and a curse. It's still a great Pokemon, highly recommended ice type, probably the best ice type out of all the ice types you can get in this game. Oh! Hey, Maylene, what's up? Haven't seen you in a bit. Oh, Tyler, what's up? You may be on, are you maybe on your way to Snow Point City? Indeed I am. That's where I'm going too. Oh, I see. If I use Fly, I can get there instantly, but walking is for my training. I have no problem with this. I'm used to the cold because I go barefoot and lightly dressed. What? You go barefoot in the cold? I'm from Canada, and that is craziness. You are stupid. Idiot. Whatever. She wants to do what she wants to do. So yeah, it gets really blizzardy up here, and it's really good at simulating how you don't want to be here. Anytime you fall into things kind of like the mud, you get slowed a lot. So here is the first battle that I'll be showing. I might as well just indicate the mechanics because every battle you have in here, or trainer will be under the effects of hail. How hail works is pretty much that any Pokemon, here's Electabuzz, you haven't seen that Pokemon yet. Any Pokemon that isn't an ice type will get damaged. Unlike Sandstorm, which you'll find later on in the game, only ice types are immune to it. Also, the move Blizzard will become 100% accurate. And that's pretty, and abilities that, you know, activate through whatever will activate, obviously. I don't have to explain that, but, you know, that stuff. Because, it's going to Pangea to take the electric move. So yeah, Hail's kind of uneventful, really. Just ice types don't take damage. Blizzard 100% accurate. That's pretty much it. And then I guess you have Snowcloak or Snowbell. So Hail does I think 1/16th, if I remember correctly. Swift shouldn't do much because Swift is a terrible move. That always hits. Unless you have Technician and you're an Ambipom and you're a special nasty plot Ambipom that baton passes. I've always wanted to try one of those Ambipoms out. But you know, one Ambipom set's good enough for me. I really should start battling Gen 5 more, really. I really should be doing that, but I'm like, I have enough for like a UU team and an RU team, and I could do like a lot of battles, but I feel like I should just focus on getting all the items back and getting right to level 100 before I battle anymore. Maybe 1 or 2 more battles, but I want to get everything level 100 as like my main priority because I'll just get very lazy and decide not to do it eventually. So, you know, I just want to get that out of the way before I start really getting into battling a lot, because I will be battling a lot in Gen 5. And there'll be a lot more Gem 5 battles to come as that progresses and stuff. So Magmar's out here. Its counterpart to Electabuzz, the other Pokemon that did stuff with stuff. So you're gonna get earthquaked in the face and you're going to die, right? Yes, you are. Good. Yay! Death. And when you're in the battle, you don't take hail damage. So that's good. Dalton. That's an awesome name, actually. I like that name. Good ring to it, Dalton. I do not make fun of your name. You are spared. So this place is really terrible. Like, it's just, like, playing this game from the first time, I was like, I hate this. I love it. You can't run. So you're just pretty much stuck moving at really slow paces. And it's going to get worse than this. Just gear over there. I think there's something more of note over here. There's an item. And you're going to want to... Alrighty then, so that was, you know, Game Freak being mean, whatever. It's just an Ultra Ball too, it's not even anything really good, like something you can't buy in the stores or something. So you see, here it gets really deep and you just move like so slow. And you kind of speed up again, because depending on the deepness of the snow, how fast you move. It's an iron up here, so, you know, it raises defense. I'm going to use that now, because if I don't use them now, I always forget. And after a while, you won't be able to use these on your team members, by the way, so... Use them ASAP on whatever you need it to use it on. Let's see. Who wants defense? Who wants the defense? Who wants the defense? Terra should take the defense because it is supposed to be a tank. Maybe Gara, but already shows. Here's another item. Like I said, bunches of items here. You're going to want to make sure to look for as many of these as possible. Irony, TM07 hail. Ha ha ha, because this isn't a hail. This is a house that, you know, can give you a break from the terrible sandstorm-osity. I was fighting my way through the blizzard and I dropped an HM. But I still have the hidden move Rock Smash. I'd be able to scale the sheer cliffs. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. When I first played this game, I could not, for the life of me, find this HM right here, HM01 Rock Climb, because I was just too in a rush to get out of this place. Yeah, very important HM. Can't use it till you beat the gym that we're headed to, so don't worry. So then we can scale those rocky, climby places things. So generally, just want to head up. I think there's another item here. Here's a very notable. This person isn't a trainer, I don't think, but here is an icy rock, which is very notable because now in this area you can finally evolve your Eevee into Glaceon, the final evolution that you can now obtain. When you get Eevee, you can obtain 6 of the 7, and now finally you can obtain the final one. It's dark in here because I don't even know why it's so dark in here. It's actually normally dark in here. That's like not my camera acting up. I don't know, maybe he gave me a spell tag. I wasn't even looking because I wasn't paying attention. That was odd, so... Yes, just headed up here slowly. We're almost out of the cold. I hate the cold. I hate the cold so much. I hate the cold. How did you see me? Oh, I'm cutting you away. That girl actually had a Glaceon, so that's pretty interesting. So almost there to the lakefront. This person's really hard to avoid since you're moving so slow, but I'm going to try my best. Yes, I avoided him. I'm free. What does this say? Lake of Cutie is up there. We're almost there. Come on. This person is mad to me. So I'm gonna show it. Alright, so I should stop doing that now since we're kind of out of the slow parts. What is this? A Pokemon battle? Yes, it is a Pokemon battle. So we have a battle here against Olivia. So she leads off with Curlia, I lead off with my Magneton. So I'm gonna predict her to predict my Thunderbolt and go for the Magnet Bomb, predicting her Palosswine to come back in. But she actually predicts me to predict that, so I actually out-predicted her and predicted her to predict me to predict that, and I went for the safe Thunderbolt. Okay, yeah, that was not that funny, but still, I feel like saying that. It's gonna be one KO, and it does. Magneton, nice. Curlia has decent special defense. I'm impressed. Get some special attack EVs. And hail damage, which is just annoying since you probably don't have an ice type. If you wanted to catch one for your team, this is the place to do it. So Baneri's out here being a bunny thing. I don't know why there's Baneri over here, but whatever. Jump Kick is a fighting move that can do a ton of damage. I'm not sure if I can actually live this, and I don't. That's annoying. I'm not sure what the base power is in this gen. I know it's 100 back in Gen 5. I'm not sure if it's 100 in Gen 4. I'm pretty sure it isn't. So I'm not going to comment on the awesomeness of said move. Let's see who wants to fight this thing. Let's go into Gara, because I can nullify the hail damage with Shell Bell Recovery. And get some Intimidate. Okay, the last time I say it, I promise. Dead Baneri. That was easy. Listen, maybe it won't die. No, it dies. That thing should really be a Lopunny by now. I don't know, maybe it doesn't like you. It hates you, clearly. Clearly it hates you. Hail, after this. Yay, hail. So slow. I hate these animations. So slow. I hate this. Seeking. Attack EVs, weak to electric, and guess who just died? Let's go into Pangea so they could just razor leaf it for the KO. Seeking. I'm not sure if that Quick Claw mattered. I'm gonna say crit didn't matter, had 5 other Seekings to take it. Because, you know, 5 other Mallow ticks to take it. That was hilarious. Spade. Aqua Ring. Because you do that when you're dying, because you're such a genius. And there's Hail, so it's even more useless. This is so slow. I hate this. This part's getting long. And it's just like, oh, why is it so slow? And it was already faster, so that Quick Claw didn't matter. Why is Pangea oddly faster than things, even though it has like 55 base speed? Anyways, good game, Olivia. Rate, comment, sub, and later, guys. Alright, I don't think there's a repel, and I doubt there is, because I walked kind of far, so... Let's put on a repel, and let's head up, because apparently this is where the Verity Lake thing is. Hey, there it is, the Cutie Lakefront. Oh, we need rock climb. Oh, hey, Chad. Hey, Tyler, what, you finally came along now? Slow? Way too slow. Hey, listen, Tyler, see how the rocks are lumpy here? You can use rock climb there, because he's just telling me that, and he's stupid, and he runs away. Like, haha, you need the gym badge to get up there, and I have it, and you don't. So it's just gonna keep being a smirk little ass about it. So as you can guess from the slow movingness, that this way is... Okay, come on. Come on. Is Snow Point City. So it's a snowbound city with a gym right smack dab in the middle. So I will see you guys next time, where we will take on the gym leader and maybe do some exploring of this awesome town. And hey, Maylene, see you guys then.